What's going on, social media socialites? How are you guys doing? If you're watching this and you're like, Dean, I didn't know that you were gonna go live. I didn't get the notification. That's because you have not subscribed. And if you did subscribe, you did not hit the bell. So this is a special live Q&A that I'm doing, celebrating 420. Got me a nice cigar that I'm about to have. And this is question and answer. So if you guys have any questions, if you ever had any questions, I'm going to answer your questions live on YouTube. And this is a special segment that I'm doing called Cigars with the CEO, where basically it's an opportunity for me to enjoy a nice cigar and answer your questions live. It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. I just got off the radio, and so I decided to do a Cigars with the CEO. So go ahead and chime in, say hey, tell me where you're watching from, and I get ready to toast this up and answer your questions. So, how are you guys doing? Hey John, how you doing, my man? Hey Dante, how you doing, Dante? I see you winning. Lisa, hey Lisa, how are you doing? Hey, I'm winning, Stacy. Thanks so much for asking. Great show today. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm about to actually come out of this jacket because it's kind of steamy as I get ready to toast up my cigar. So if you guys are cigar aficionados and you like cigars, let me know. And I'm at Dantana's downtown, so they have a really good selection of cigars, and they have a real good selection of seafood, because you guys know I'm doing the pescatarian thing right now. That's good. Awesome, Lisa. I see that. Now, if you're watching this on the replay and you don't see who I'm talking to because you don't see the comments. Hey, Terry, how are you doing, my man? Terry Davis is in the building. Hey, Fresh All Brown. What's up, my man? Fresh All is in the building. How are you doing, Fresh All? Thanks so much for watching, man. Hit that share button and hit that like button. I'm answering your questions live. I'm about to come out of this jacket, so give me a second, guys. As I come out of this jacket, let's try to use some ingenuity here. Come out of this jacket. Get ready to toast up this cigar. So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys can hear me okay. I have a nice, how you doing, sweetie? Can I have the, I need a ashtray. Okay. And I also want to get a round of, oh shoot, that's not cool. I'm doing a YouTube live.
Hi, YouTube.
You say hi. What's your name?
Kelly.
You're gonna come and see, when you come to Dantana's, come see Kelly, and tip her big.
I like money.
She likes money. Yes, and she just said she gave up smoking today because it's for clarity. So you guys come and see Kelly at Dantana's. Okay. So yeah, can I get a I want a round of big. Good afternoon, Big E. What's going on, Karen? How are you doing? You know what? The Rockefeller. The Oyster Rockefeller, yeah, because that's happy hour special, right?
Yes.
I want the Oysters Rockefeller. Start off with two of those.
2 Oysters Rockefeller.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
You know what? Just bring them out one at a time. Yeah, one the first order of Oyster Rockefeller.
Sure.
And you wouldn't happen to have a cutter on you, would you?
I do not.
You do not? Okay. All right. I will punch. Could you bring me silverware?
Sure.
And I do not do my punch.
All right.
Thank you so very much. Social media socialites, I apologize. So you guys saw that it failed. Listen, I went to I'm gonna answer your questions in a second. I see your questions. I went to hey, what's going on, my man? I'm gonna answer your questions in a second. Listen, I went over to where was it? It was Target, and I was looking for a gorilla stand because I wasn't going to go live originally today. I wasn't gonna go live, but it just dawned on me that maybe I should go live and have a cigar with the CEO. So I left my tripod and everything at the house. So let's see what questions I missed. So Karen says you're checking in. Is it hot down there? Yeah, it is a little hot down here in Atlanta. Thank you so very much. You are so awesome. I appreciate that. It is kind of hot down there in Atlanta. I appreciate that. With the EIN, okay, so Terry asked the question, with the EIN, how do you change from a sole proprietor to an LLC? All right, Terry, I'm going to answer that question in 1 second. Great timing, Dean. You just got up and going. Awesome, dropping the giblets. Awesome, Scott. I'm glad that you just got up and going. Yes, so I decided to go live at 4:20 today. So guys, give me a moment as I toast up my cigar and get ready to answer your questions. What's going on? What's going on, my man? Hey, Jaron, how are you doing? You appreciate everything I do? I really appreciate you. So if you're watching this right now and you can't see the comments and you're watching this on the replay, that's because you did not subscribe and you did not hit the bell to chime in. So when you subscribe and you hit the bell, whenever I do something live like this, you will get the notification. So bear with me for one moment, guys, while I try to get this together. I don't want to mess up like I did before. Hold on for a second. Let's see how we're going to do this. There we go. Boom. So give me a moment while I toast up my cigar. How many cigar aficionados do we have in the building? How many cigar aficionados do we have in the building? Let's see. So today, on this episode of Cigars with the CEO, I have a beautiful Cuba Grande. I have not had an opportunity to try a Cuba Grande. I have had the Cuba Deluxe, and but the Cuba Grande is the newer, larger ring gauge. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear me okay, but I hope you guys can hear me okay. So let's go ahead and get ready to toast this up.
So, what are you doing on Facebook Live?
I'm doing a live Q&A. So I own a consulting firm.
Okay.
It's called E.DeanCole Financial.
Okay.
And what I do is I teach people how to start, build, and grow their business from scratch.
Nice.
And so I'm just doing a live Q&A right now. I call it Cigars with the CEO. Yeah, you like that? And so they get to ask me questions as I go live. You guys see this flame? That's good. Are you a YouTuber? Are you a fan of YouTube?
Yes. I'm more of an Instagrammer,
Okay.
but I do watch YouTube videos.
That means you got to
Learn how
subscribe.
to do anything.
That's right. So how about this? Come subscribe. I also do vlogs. So
Okay.
definitely come and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
I definitely will. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, guys, so let's see what I missed. So happy 420 to all of you guys. Like I said, I don't do the weed, but I do enjoy a nice cigar. So let's see. All right, Jason, you laughing at me? Jason, that's good. All right, Karen, you are a cigar fan. You enjoy the cigars. Okay, what's going on? I appreciate you. Jaron, I really appreciate you. So the person that asked the first question was Terry. So Terry says, Terry just said, Terry wants to know, let me get back to your question. I apologize. There's a lot of questions on here. Let me get back to your question. Okay, Terry says, with the EIN, how do you change it from a sole proprietor to an LLC? Terry, that's a very good question. Before I answer that question, Terry, I want to ask you a question. How long have you been in business, and have you filed a large income tax return for your business? So I need to know how long you've been in business and how long have you filed your income tax for your business. Okay, so Lowell asks, were you at DC? No, Lowell. You at the park? No, Lowell. I am actually in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, Lowell, at this place called Dantana's. It's a real beautiful place. It's real nice. This is in, as you guys can see, it's a really beautiful place. This is in the heart of the city in Buckhead, which is right around the corner from the radio station. So I just got off the radio. Speaking of just getting off the radio, I got this from a really cool spot called Scottish Tobacco. Scottish Tobacco was the same place that Steve Harvey goes to. And Steve Harvey, he broadcasts from here as well. And I went to Scottish Tobacco because Steve Harvey buys these by the case, and it's very difficult to find these anywhere in the city. How you doing, my man? So that's good stuff. All right, yes, it's in downtown. That's correct. It's in downtown Atlanta, yes. All right, so Terry says you've been in business for 2 years and you never filed. Okay, Terry. So if you've been in business for 2 years and you never filed, my advice to you, sir, is start your LLC, create your LLC, and get a brand new EIN. Because your 2 years in business does not count because you were not incorporated. The only time your years in business counts is when you are an LLC for that amount of time. In the eyes of the underwriters, when they look at your years in business, they look at the date in which your business formatted. They look at the date in which your business was formed and when you were incorporated. Yeah, go ahead. They look at the when your business formed and when it was incorporated. That's the first thing. Now that's with a lot of the lenders who I deal with, as well as some of the larger corporations. Some of the larger banks like SBA and some of the larger lenders, they actually look at the date in which your bank account was open. That's the reason why I encourage you to do those 3 things in the exact same week. Create your LLC, get your EIN, and immediately open up your business checking account. So that way, whether you are getting traditional funding or whether you're getting alternative funding, you are set, you're good to go. So great question. So for you specifically, what I suggest that you do is create your new LLC, and whatever your business name is, right now, Terry, make it your business name plus LLC, and then you'll be good to go. Thanks, Dean. Appreciate you, bro. You're very, very welcome, Terry. I appreciate you. Hit that share button and hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's see who's all in the building. Wow, while I was toasting up my cigar, a lot of you guys came in. All right, Lowell, you live in Georgia? Hey, Lowell, you should, if you're in the area, come out. I'll treat you to a cigar today. Happy 420 to you, Lowell. All right, Dantana's is a nice spot. Yes, Kevin. Karen, forgive me. Yes, Dantana's is a nice spot. If you come out and meet me, cigars on me, lunch on me. If anybody comes and meet me, lunch on me. All right, good stuff. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, Erica B. Ward, how are you doing? Okay, so Fresh Air Brown says, explain the difference between a sole proprietor versus an LLC, because that's what I have, a sole proprietor. I haven't filed anything under it though. Okay, so Fresh Air Brown, the difference between a sole proprietor and an LLC is that a sole proprietor is a glorified employee in the eyes of an underwriter, okay? That is somebody that's like a salesperson. Somebody that's like a 1099 employee would be considered good for a sole proprietor, okay? In the eyes of an underwriter, okay? Now, if you want to be able to get funding, if you want to be able to build business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit, then you need to be incorporated. Now, hear me clearly, all right? Now, a CPA, an attorney, a tax professional will all tell you that you are okay being a sole proprietor, because you are. Legally, you are a business as a sole proprietor. However, in the eyes of the lenders and the underwriters and the banking institutions, you are not considered a major corporation, and you can never build business credit that's separate from your personal credit. Every single underwriting guideline states that if you are a sole proprietor, the minimum amount of years you must be in business is 2 years. You must have tax returns in excess of $250,000, and you must do a personal guarantee. So, in order to avoid all of those things, then you need to incorporate. So let's go ahead and let's go another further. When you are a sole proprietor, you must have a business license, okay? You have to have a business license in order to be in business. When you are incorporated, your incorporation paperwork will also your incorporation documents will also be in lieu of a business license for most businesses. So depending on what your business type is, once you have your LLC documentations, your articles of organization, and your incorporation documents, then you're fine. Ooh, that looks so good.
That's my favorite appetizer.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh.
We got spinach, fried oysters, hollandaise, and bacon.
Oh man, I'm gonna eat this bacon though. I ain't supposed to be eating it, but I'm gonna eat it. It's spinach, fried oysters, hollandaise sauce. Listen, Cigars with the CEO. If you can get here, I'm treating. That looks good. So, I hope, did I answer your question, Fresh Air Brown? So the reason why I teach you to set up your LLC first is because, one, you have what's considered limited liability. The second thing about being a sole proprietor is that you are 100% liable of anything that happens in your business. Your assets are not protected. So God forbid, Fresh Air Brown, if you are a truck driver, God forbid, let's say for instance you got your wife this big beautiful $350,000 house, you have a nice Harley Davidson, a nice Corvette parked in the garage, and God forbid some idiot person pulls out in front of you and you get into an accident and they pass away. Their family has the right to sue your business. As a sole proprietor, you are 100% liable and all of your assets are at risk, okay, when you're a sole proprietor. But when you are a LLC or an incorporation, you have what's considered limited liability, which means that your assets are protected. So that's the reason why I suggest a LLC. If someone is trying to come up with a large, major product like a cigar or like a watch, you know, something that can be mass produced, then I would suggest that you not be an LLC. I suggest that you become an S-Corp. The reason why, because as an S-Corp, you are able to sell stock options. And then you can be publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So most of my clientele and most of the individuals that I do business with are regular entrepreneurs that are just looking to build their business and not necessarily go public. You also get more tax shelters as a corporation, but for the aspects of what most of the general clientele who my demographic is, that is not necessarily needed. So I hope that answers your question. Very good questions, guys. Good stuff. What's going on? Timmy P is in the building. Awesome. All right. So Lowell says, you went over my website. You're going to sign up soon. Awesome, Lowell. I'm glad that you decided to go over the website and you decided to enroll. I appreciate that. Good stuff. Dropping the Giblets, aka Scott, says, if you have to max out on a business credit card and still trying to get more business credit, will that hurt your odds of getting approved for underwriters? That's a very good question, Scott. As I get ready to eat one of these, because this looks so good, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this right here. Woo! Man, that looks so good. Cigars with the CEO. This is my first time having their version of the Lobster's Rockefeller. Cigars, I mean not lobster, but Oysters Rockefeller. Cigars and oysters, they just go hand in hand, don't they? So let's see. That's good. That's real good. Oh, I wish you guys were here. This is good. Very good. So, Terry, let me answer your question. So, when you are building business credit, and if you have to max out a credit card, maxing out a credit card does not stop you from getting the access of getting more lines of credit. You have to make sure that your payments are due. Do not miss a payment, okay? Business is completely separate from personal, all right? There are 5 things that make up your business credit profile, where there are 5 things that make up your personal credit profile, where there are 3 things that make up your business credit profile. The 5 things that make up your personal profile is age and history, utilization, which is what you're talking about right now. The 3rd thing is new credit, new items that you have on your credit report. The 4th thing that you have is credit mix, meaning the types of credit that you have. And the 5th thing that you have is payment history, as far as making your payments on time. So those are the 5 things that make up your personal credit profile. Now, on the business credit profile, the things that make up your business credit profile is types of credit, meaning if they're vendor accounts, if they are lines of credit, and if they're revolving. That's the first part. The second part is your payment history, making sure that you make your payments on time. Business does not care about limits, because you got to remember, people make multi-billion-dollar businesses, multi-million-dollar lines of credit. Business is okay. Lines of credit and leverage is okay. And then the 3rd thing that they care about is your limits. So thing number 1 is your payment history. Do you make sure you make your payments on time? No missed payments. The second thing is the types of lines of credit you have. Vendor accounts, then the credit mix, which are lines of credit, business credit cards. That's the second thing that they care about. And the 3rd thing they care about is the limits. The larger limits you have, the larger limits is what open you up to larger limits because of credit mirroring. Wow, I missed a lot of new people. A lot of new people just came in. Ooh, excuse me. A lot of new people just came in. So super chat is available. So if you want to do a super chat, and the super chat will make your questions stay up at the top. But first, there's over 25 people in here. I need 25 likes right now. If you're watching this right now, I need for you to give me a like. I'm not gonna say nothing else until I get 25 likes right now. So we're gonna do a like bomb right now. All right, I see 12, 13. I'm not saying nothing until we get to 25. Am I on the balcony? Yes, Lalo, I am on the balcony. The antennas is a nice spot. Yes, it is. 17. 19, almost. I see some good questions too.
You've only eaten one?
Yeah, I only ate one. It was so good. They're asking some really good questions.
Okay.
They're asking some really good questions. But yeah, I just ate one. I think, yeah, my eyes were bigger than my stomach, because when I said I wanted 2 orders, you looked at me and I was like, you haven't? Okay, that's good. I think I might do the calamari next. Matter of fact, I know I'm going to finish this and I'm going to do the calamari next. I'm going to do the calamari next. Yeah, wait. Here's stuff. All right, 20. We need 5 more. 21. All right, we need 5 more. Oh, I see some really good questions. I need 3 more likes, guys. I see some really good questions.
I may have one back there. We need to get some more, and I'll let the in. I'll be right back.
Okay, almost. Yes, so somebody says you need to crash the party. Yes, you should definitely crash the party, Scott. Dropping the giblets, his name is Scott, says you can crash the party. Okay, so we're at 21. So there are 21 people in here. So I see some really nice questions. So let me get to answer some of these questions. All right, so we're at 21. Okay, we'll do that. I guess we had some looky-loos. We had 4 haters, and they didn't want to like, so they left. Okay, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Okay, you guys hear the gentleman speaking French behind me. I love it. One of my good friends, Darcy Afaganda, he is an African French businessman, and we were talking today, and he's coming on my radio show tomorrow. All right, so I saw some really good questions, very good questions. So then Timmy says, so what is the benefit of anyone being a sole proprietor? Very good question, Timmy. I don't think that there is a benefit at all. I think that what happens is that we are educated by uneducated people. And because we are educated by uneducated people, they don't know. That's the reason why I do this. This is why I will teach you. I want you to enroll into my course because I invest in people that invest into themselves. But most importantly, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And so if no one is there to teach you, they don't know. So because people are just regular, let's say for instance, if you are a salesperson, right? Let's say you're a salesperson that is an independent contractor. That is, and you don't want to go, and you're not trying to build business credit. You are like a real estate professional, or you are a luxury car salesman, and you don't want to build a business, but you have 100% tax liability, then a sole proprietor will help you out. But if you're really trying to build a business, you don't need to be a sole proprietor. That's not for you. That's like a man trying, in my opinion, it's like a man trying to wear a sundress. I don't mean to be offensive to anybody, but originally when it was created, it wasn't created for a man. The same thing about sole proprietor. If you are a true entrepreneur and you're trying to build a business, not just be self-employed, but actually build a real business, you cannot build a legitimate real business as a sole proprietor. So I don't see any benefit of becoming a sole proprietor at all. Very good question though. All right. Let's see here. I saw some other really good questions. All right, somebody says, went to your website and enrolled, paid the full tuition up front. Awesome, congratulations. Make sure that you check your spam folder because that's where the instructions on how to enroll into the course and to get access to the exclusive Facebook group is there. So congratulations to you for that. Good on you for that. Congratulations. All right, so Lowell says you're heading to Conyers to deliver a load tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is Friday, so no cigars with the CEO tomorrow. All right, so, here's a good question. Dropping the Giblet says, so as an LLC, can you still, as an LLC, you can. Okay, so Dropping the Giblets just said this, which is Scott, who happens to be, I did a one-on-one consulting with him, and he's going to be a client soon. He says that as an LLC, you can still do a private offering. So you can do an IPO, which is a private offering called membership interest units instead of shares of stock. Okay, thank you for letting me know that, Dropping the Giblets. I always suggest doing a S-Corp because doing an S-Corp is structured that way, but I didn't know that, well, I mean, yeah, you can do an IPO, which is a initial private offering as an LLC, so that's good stuff. I appreciate that, Dropping the Giblets. You just taught me something new there. I didn't know that it's called membership interest units. I'm going to research that, Dropping the Giblets. I appreciate that. Good on you for that. Good stuff. All right, so Derek Sampek says, what's your opinion about an S-Corp? I think I explained a little bit, and I'll explain a little bit more, just in case you chimed in after I explained it. And this is Cigars with the CEO. So with Cigars with the CEO, any question you ask me, I'm going to answer it. Because we're enjoying ourselves. But first, I need to get me another one of these bad boys right here. I got to get another one of these. Ooh, beautiful. Let me get another one. You guys should be here. It's good. Got the spinach and the hollandaise sauce. It's very, very good. Maybe I could do a monthly live event or something. Good idea. Maybe I should.
We might, right? Yes. We do have a half salad. Yeah.
So good. So rich. You guys gotta come to Dantana's. You gotta come to Dantana's. This is so good.
Grilled, blackened, fried.
Very, very good. So, let me answer your question. So, you asked me, what is my take on the S-Corp? My take on an S-Corp is that S-Corps are good when you are larger corporations, and if in your mind you are coming up with a mass producible product. If you're coming up with a service, I do not suggest an S-Corp. I suggest a limited liability corporation. If your business is service driven, limited liability corporation, because if you're providing a service to someone, then you need limited liability. It's the least amount of paperwork. It's the easiest to do. If you're coming out with a product that you're taking public, or coming out with a product that you're going to mass produce on a large scale, then I suggest an S corporation. Because as my opinion, I know dropping the gibbet, Scott just said that as an LLC you can go public, but my opinion as a business consultant, from what I've seen in those situations, is that S Corps has the best tax shelters, and it's the easiest when you are trying to go public eventually on the New York Stock Exchange. And thirdly, you're able to wheel down your business when and to go and not have to deal with a lot of probate court. So God forbid, if something were to happen to you in the incorporation documents, it allows you to say specifically, without any equivocations, the interworkings of your business. So what I mean by that is that you're able to say that my such and such son gets this, gets that, and that supersedes probate. Oh, my phone is at 20%, ladies and gentlemen. My phone might end up dying, so we're gonna keep going until my phone dies. And I apologize for that. Like I said, this was impromptu. I didn't know that I was going to do a Cigars with the CEO today. So that's the thing. So now let's talk about the inner workings of the corporation. Now, a really cool trick that I've seen some businesses do is they will put down in the inner workings of their incorporation that it is against the bylaws and the rules of the corporation to have any of its members and C-level executives to personally guarantee any debt. Now that's a cool trick. It's an advanced trick, and that works. When you start to get some of these larger lines of credit, in order for you to pull that off, you need to make sure that that is written up by a attorney, which costs. And that's why I say that if you are wanting, it costs a lot of money to properly maintain an S-Corp the proper way, in my opinion. And this is just based on my opinion. This is not the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is my opinion of E.DeanCole Financial. So those are the basic cliff notes of an S-Corp. So just to summarize it, if you have a service-based business where you are providing a service, then I suggest that you are a limited liability corporation, LLC. If you are an entrepreneur and you are a small to medium-sized business, LLC. But if you are providing a product that's mass-produced, and you know without any equivocations that you will eventually want to go public, then an S-Corp is the way to go. All right, so let me ask some other questions. Okay, so let's see. Yes, I am. That's what's up. Listening to you. Looks like I have to revamp your situation. Yes, Fresh Air Brown, I suggest that you revamp your situation, but most importantly, enroll into our course. Because when you're enrolled into our course, you get access to like this right here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I don't have cigars and I'm not outside, but I do live Q&As every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday with my clients that's inside the School of Business Credit or E.DeanCole Financial. We have one tonight. The second thing is that we're going to actually hold your hand and walk you step by step so that you do not make a mistake, and you're guaranteed at least $20,000 in business credit. So it's a win-win situation. If you don't get at least $20,000 in business credit, then you get a full refund. So, it's a win-win situation. So if you're really serious about it, it's only $50 a month for 12 months. Kevin said that he enrolled today while I was on the radio. He paid the full tuition. $50 a month for 12 months equals $600 for the year. If you do the full tuition up front, it's only $450 for the year, so you're going to save $150. So depending on whatever your budget is, but I make it affordable because it's about giving the advantage, not taking it. Like somebody asked, what's the significance? Like I think Fresh Air Brown, you asked, what's the significance of having a sole proprietorship? I don't really think there is one, but a lot of people can't afford $150 an hour because that's what I charge as not as a CEO, but that's what I charge as a business consultant. to book time with me, $150 an hour. Everybody can't afford that. But people can't afford $50 a month. I mean, that's a pizza. That's a date. That's a movie date. So if somebody is really serious about building their business and they want to be a CEO for real, they want to be able to build business credit for real and have these lavish types of lunches in the middle of the day, have cigars, and watches on arm and all the other stuff. If this is what you want, then I can teach it to you. The only person stopping you from having it is you. Trust and believe, because I come from nothing. It is by the grace of Jehovah God that I have any and everything that I have. I do that type of stuff. One, it makes me feel good. I'm not going to lie, because it reminds me of where I come from. And two, it's not to impress you, but to impress upon you that if I can do it, then you can do it. Anybody can do it. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. I feel like where I am now, I feel like I should have been here 5 years ago. I feel like I'm 5 years behind where I should be. I had some really good news from the president of the radio station today. I'm not going to share it with you guys yet. Not because it's not going to happen. It looks like it's going to happen. We just got to wait for the ink to dry on some things. I'm really excited about something. There's a huge door that's open for me, and I'm not saying this to impress you or to press upon you. All I'm saying is that if I can do it, you can do it. And I can teach you how to get to where I am and where I'm going. So let me kind of go back and answer some more questions, because my phone is about to die. You think you liked it? Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I think you liked that too. All right, so let's see here. How do I like it? Yes, Erica B. Ward, I like it a lot. It's delicious. All right. So Lowell says, I need to build my business credit. I got creditrepair.com working on my personal credit. Okay, Lowell, if you need to build business credit, then enroll into our course. You're guaranteed at least $20,000 in business credit, or you get a full refund. We're going to teach you how to do that. No problem. Very good question. All right. Dropping the Giblet says you need to crash the party. Yes, definitely come crash the party. Lunch on me. Okay, so Jason says, why can't my residential address be used as my business address once I change to an LLC? Because that goes against the guidelines. It's just like this, Lowell. I am at a cigar shop right now. I'm at this beautiful cigar shop right here. Beautiful place, right? Now, this is Dantana's restaurant. They allow you to puff on cigars on the patio, and they allow you to puff on cigars at a special section in the back. You cannot puff on cigars at the bar. It's against the rules. You cannot puff on cigars in the main dining library. I mean, not library, in the main dining area. It's against the rules, because that's the rules. So when you're trying to build business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit, in the eyes of underwriter, remember, guys, the reason why I'm teaching you this is because I'm teaching you how to build business credit and get funding. People that are tax professionals, people that are accountants, people that are attorneys, they teach you how to be legal. And what I'm telling you is 100% legal, but they have absolutely no idea about funding. They have absolutely no idea about business credit. They have absolutely no idea what an underwriting guideline is. They can't tell you a lender overlay from an overcast. They don't know those things. And I'm not saying that to throw shade. I'm just explaining to you what makes me successful, why we have a 98% approval rating, why I can guarantee sight unseen that you're gonna get $20,000. It doesn't matter what your personal credit is. It does not matter what your business credit is right now. You're guaranteed $20,000. You wanna know why? Because I know all the underwriting guidelines from the lenders, and I know that they're going to give it to you. So I'm just teaching you to build your business the right way so that you can get it. Now, can you be legal as an LLC and be completely legal in the eyes of the IRS? Yes, you can. But can you get business credit and business funding? No, you will not. They will deny you. And that's the reason why you people will go into banks and they say, oh, they're not giving out loans to businesses, or no, or they'll say, oh, it's impossible to get a loan. That's not true. It is possible to get a loan if you abide by the rules and the guidelines. That's just the rules and the guidelines. The rules and the guidelines at Dantana's is you can enjoy this beautiful Oysters Rockefeller and have a cigar, but you can't do it in the main dining hall, but you can do it outside, and you can do it in the cigar lounge. So that's the best way that I can describe that. So that's the reason why you can't do it. You can do it legally, and you can do it and be in complete compliance. But if you're wanting to build business credit and business funding, then you can't do it. That's a very good question, though. Very, very good question. All right. Very good question. Okay. How do I like it? I like it a lot, ladies and gentlemen. This is delicious. I really hope that my phone doesn't die before the calamari gets here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna order the calamari just so you guys can see it. And those are the only two things I'm gonna have. Enjoy my cigar, enjoy this and my calamari, and I gotta hit the road because we are in downtown Atlanta. You guys know the expressways are on strike, and I gotta get back to the home office. There were 4 people that enrolled into the course today. Make sure they have everything they need. Make sure that they're ready for the live Q&A tonight at 9 p.m. So if you enrolled into the course, we have a live Q&A just like this, but I'm in the business style, normally how I am. But it's gonna be at the home, I'm gonna be in my home office, and it's a live Q&A at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's see, I got a lot of questions. And if you're watching this on the replay and you missed it, and you want to be a part of the next anything I do live where you can ask me questions, subscribe and hit the bell. If you don't subscribe and you don't hit the bell, you're gonna miss out on the live content. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited. We have 1,700 subscribers. When we get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do another special live. It's gonna be 2-hour live. I'm gonna be either in my home office or I'm gonna be at the in my regular office, depending on what my schedule looks like. I'm gonna be plugged up to an outlet, and you guys are gonna be able to call me like I did before. If you guys are watching this and you don't know what I'm talking about, at the end of this video, I'm going to drop the last live session that I did, where I allowed you guys to call me live while I am on Facebook Live. So to celebrate the 2,000 subscriber mark, we're gonna do that again, a special 2-hour live. So let me kind of get back because I feel my phone dying. All right, let's see. All right, okay, let's see. Let me shout out some of these people. All right, Lowell Jackson is in the building. All right, Jaron Green, I just answered your question. Carolyn Raven says, hello, Dean. Getting ready to sign up for my credit program very, very soon. Thank you for all that you do. Unknown knowledge that we're bringing to us. Thank you for being real and true. You're very, very welcome, Caroline. I really appreciate you. So Kamisha says, hey, I'm in school for a BBA, specializing in entrepreneurship. You have any tips, bro? I sure do. I want to shout everybody out, and then I'm gonna come back to that because I don't want my phone to die out. All right, should you challenge items on your credit report to stay or say no to me? Re-ask that question, Wesley Walls. Re-ask that question because I want to make sure I understand what you're asking me. Re-ask that question. All right, Fresh Air Brown says, yes, I am. That's what's up. Listening, good stuff. All right, Erica B. Ward asks, how do I like it? I love it, Erica. It is beautiful. All right, Kamisha says, business administration, specializing in entrepreneurship. Awesome. All right, Kamisha asks, how do I like it? I love it. It is delicious. Dripping the Giblet says, you're trying to get your investing plan down. So when we get together, yes. All right, definitely. Dropping the Giblets. When we get together, when you come into town, I'm really excited about that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know who Dropping the Giblets is, Dropping the Giblets, his name is Scott. He's a trucker right now, but he also trades Forex, and he does extremely well at trading Forex and foreign exchange, and he is going to teach. So the same way that I'm teaching you about business development and business credit, Scott, or AKA Dropping the Giblets. And Scott, my advice to you is start right now, create a new YouTube and start branding yourself right now, Scott. So change it from Dropping the Giblets to create something like Scott Forex Guru or Scott Forex Guy. Oh, I like that. Scott the Forex Guy. I like that. I like that. Change your YouTube name, change all of your social media to Scott the Forex Guy, and start dropping different tips. And start right now. Eventually, Scott is going to be teaching Forex and foreign exchange currency full time, and we're working on a business strategy for him to do that. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can't see his comments because you didn't subscribe and you didn't hit the bell. All right, Nick Stewart Brown says, this is a challenge, Dean. I know nothing about YouTube. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching. And if you don't know anything about YouTube, Nikki Stewart Brown, my big advice to you is to YouTube. Google it. Look, we almost been here an hour. I can look at the time. Yep, 44 minutes. So this stick should last an hour. So this, I have another good 15 minutes on this stick. And I've only had to ash it twice. Let's see here. I want to answer your questions. You're trying to get your investing game together. There we go, there we go. You think you like it? Okay, I'm getting back to where I left off at. What was it, Nikki? All right. Nikki says, thanks for your help. You're very, very welcome, Scott. You're very, very welcome. Dropping the giblets. Very, very good. Okay. I think I liked it. Yes, I did. All right. I was number 5 on the likes. Thank you so much, Lowell. I appreciate you for being for number 5, sir. Do you see your question, Kamisha? I will. I do see your question, and I'm going to answer it, but I want to shout everybody out, and then I'm going to get back to it. Tips for business and entrepreneurship. Could you do me a favor, sweetheart? Can I have the calamari? Sure. I would like the calamari. Okay, so Kamisha, I'm going to answer your question right now. Tips on business and entrepreneurship. So the best tip that I can give you, Kamisha, on business and entrepreneurship is that if you are not a subscriber, subscribe. I have, according to YouTube, I have 129 days of 129 days worth of content as far as if watching wise about it. Tip for as an entrepreneur, my biggest advice to you, Kamisha, you are at school right now, getting your bachelor's in business administration. Business administration, I suggest that you start a consulting firm. Business administration, I suggest that you start a service to entrepreneurs, because good help is very hard to find. I suggest you start it right now. Do not wait till you get out of school. Start it right now. Create your LLC. Make sure that you do not marginalize yourself in your business name, Kamisha. I suggest that you make it something. Let's see what your name is. Sorry about that, guys. A client just called. And my phone went to 10%. So when you guys are watching my vlogs and I say a client just called, that's what it looks like. It stops and starts up again. So let me go back. So Kamisha, is that Christian? Okay, Kamisha Christian. So my advice to you, Kamisha, would be KC Solutions. That's very good. Or KC Specialist is very good. Or KC Enterprises. Or KC Services. Really, really good. Especially if you're going to be service oriented. Or KC Executive Services or something along those lines. Be general in your business development. Be general in your name, so that way you're not marginalized when you try to go get funding, and you stay low risk. When you have, when your name is specific to an industry, what'll happen is that an underwriter is going to look on. There's a list, and people don't realize this, that there's a list. So the same way that there are different burn victims where they have 1st degree, 2nd degree, and 3rd degree burns, they have not the exact same thing, but they have it's called a triage of high risk, medium risk, and low risk businesses. And my job and my advice to all of my clients and all of you is to structure your business to where you're as low risk as possible. Because when you are a low risk business and you're set up the proper way, it's so easy for you to get funding because you don't have any red flags and you don't come up on any radar. The mistake that a lot of businesses make when they are in high-risk industries, they like to put the name in the business name, and they think that that's required, but it's not. If you look at a lot of the major companies like Procter & Gamble, you don't know it. If you never knew what Procter & Gamble was, and somebody said Procter & Gamble, you have absolutely no idea what that is. J.B. Hunt. If you are not in real estate and you do not know who J.B. Hunt is, you will never know what that business is. Keller Williams. If you were not in real estate, you would never know what Keller Williams was. C.R. England. If you were not in the transportation space, you would have absolutely no idea what C.R. England was. Johnson & Johnson. If you did not know what a baby was and you were from another country and you hear Johnson & Johnson, you have absolutely no idea what that business is. This is the reason why these larger businesses have these different type of names, is because they are not marginalized and they're not pigeonholed to a certain SIC code or a certain business entity. Now, of course, Coca-Cola, that's because they came out with a product. But when you have different services, that's the best way to go. So that's my advice to you. But the biggest thing I suggest is that you are investing in yourself. You are in school. I appreciate that. I congratulate you for that. So this is what I'm gonna do, Kamisha. Kamisha, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you've never followed me on Facebook before, follow me on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook, and I am going to give you my course for free. But you gotta value it though, okay? This is $3,500 that I'm giving you, Kamisha. Even though my course, I'm letting people pay $600 for it. Every last one of my contemporaries and every other business credit program that's out there that does not have the guarantee, it costs $3,500, okay? So I'm giving you $3,500. So Kamisha, I need you to message me right now on Facebook. If you're watching from YouTube and you don't know my Facebook, if you go to the channel's description, you will see my contact information, and I am giving you that because you are in school and you're investing in yourself. I'm going to invest in you, but I need you to value this, young lady, because as you can see, a lot of people saying, "Oh, I can't wait to enroll," and as you can see, people are paying for this course. This course is worth $3,500 without any equivocations, hands down. I have phone calls of people paying $5,000 and being scammed. $4,500 and being scammed, $3,500 and being scammed. Somebody today told me that they were paying $1,200 and don't even know what their paydex score is. So I said all of this to you, Kamisha, because you're investing in yourself. I'm going to invest into you. I'm going to give you my course 100% for free. This is $3,500, okay? I need you to write a check for $3,500 and say, pay to Kamisha, so that you can make sure that you pay for this. I don't want you to not to value this just because I'm giving it to you for free. But very good question, Kamisha. I appreciate your tenacity. I like that you kept asking me the question over and over again and you were respectful about it. And I like the fact that you're in school right now and you're investing in yourself. So good on you, young lady. I have to answer 3 more questions and then my phone is gonna die. Let me see what else I missed. These are some great questions, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all the likes and thank you so much for subscribing. Make sure that you hit the like button and make sure that you share this. Ooh, is that my calamari? It came right in the nick of time. Look at that, guys. Can you see this?
We've got Kalamata olives in there and artichokes.
Ooh.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
How many people are on here?
Right now there are over 35 live.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. Let's see. This looks good, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. And my oh, that looks good. What's her name? And my young MA voice. Ooh. Look at this. Ooh. This looks so good. Look at this. Ooh.
Save some for me.
I will. Don't fool with me, because I don't think I'm gonna eat all this. I think my eyes are bigger than my stomach. So I need to answer 3 more questions. And I gotta go because I have the live webinar tonight at 9. And ain't no telling what Atlanta traffic gonna look like. And it looked like it's an overcast, like it's about to rain. And so I do not want to fool around. I cannot be late. And I gotta get home, shower, change. I wanna be fresh. Even though I'm gonna be in my home, I'm still gonna, y'all ain't gonna be able to smell me or see me, but I do wanna be fresh. All right, let me answer 3 more questions and I got it. Vamonos. Oh, a super chat for Wesley Walls. Awesome, Wesley. Thank you so much for that super chat, my man. All right. Hello, Chris. Hello, Christine. How are you doing?
Everything is good.
Is it going to be on YouTube, Trucking Madness? No, it's not going to be on YouTube. The live Q&A, the live webinar is only for clients that are enrolled into the course. And so there's a secret private Facebook group that's exclusive for clients that the webinar is going to be on there. That's not going to be live. The ones I do every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, that's a Q&A session like this. That's only for clients that are enrolled into the course. That's why I'm doing these for the general public that's why I'm calling them Cigars with the CEO. And the next one that I'm going to do might not be Cigars with the CEO, but it will be a 2-hour special where you guys will be able to call my the radio line, and I'll forward the radio number to my cell phone like I did in the last one. And if you're watching this and you don't know what I'm talking about, if you've never experienced that before, at the end right here, right in this section, right here in this section at the end of this video is going to be a link that'll take you to the previous live that I did where I'll allow people to call me like I was on the radio. All right, so let's see. Wesley gave me the super chat so I know where I'm at. All right. I'm repairing my credit, how to go about it. All right, Wesley, that's a very good question. So Wesley, if you're repairing your credit, how do you go about it? Well, Wesley, repairing your credit is subjective. What I mean by that is everyone's definition of credit repair is different. Some people's definition of credit repair is paying off all their debts. Other people's definition of credit repair is boosting their credit score. And another person's definition of credit repair is just removing all old items. So I'm just gonna give you the advice for all 3. after I try this this calamari, because this calamari looks so good, guys. Ooh. Man, this looks so good. All right. It's okay. It's just okay. Let's try it with the sauce. My favorite calamari is at the Cheesecake Factory. So let's try this with the sauce. It's decent. It's not bad. Let's try the olives. The olives is good. The calamari olives are better than the calamari. I think I like the olives more than I like the calamari. It's good. Very good. So let me answer your question before we go. Very good. Very good. The mixture of them together is good. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I've had better at the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. So this is how you repair your credit, Mr. Wells. Once again, thank you so much for the super chat. And the best way for you to repair your credit, Mr. Wells, is that you need to remove all of your old negative items, all of your old accounts. Now, there is a trick to removing your old accounts. So, Mr. Wells, you as a consumer, you have the right, you have the right under the FCRA, which stands for the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So under Article 609, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, that means that any company that is reporting on your credit bureau, that they have to notify you first in due time that you owe this debt to them, and then they also have to have a proper chain of command. Now, the most effective way to remove items off your credit report is if they are older items. The best way to remove items off your credit report is if they are older items. Oh shoot! I'm sorry about that. I almost dropped the phone. This is live. I was switching my arms, getting a better position. You see, the cigar is getting down to the tip. Let me take off the band. The best, my favorite cigar, and the next time I do a cigar with the CEO, we will have more than 2,000 subscribers. And I'm going to use my favorite cigar. I'm gonna have my favorite cigar, which is a vintage Macanudo Maduro. Whew, that thing is beautiful. The vintage Macanudo Maduro has a gold and silver band, kind of like a ring. You can actually wear it as a ring. I have several of those at the house. But okay, so to answer your question, FCRA. FCRA stands for the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or Article 609. Let me make sure that we go, okay. Article 609. So Article 609 basically says that any creditor that is reporting to your credit bureau, that they have to go through the proper chain of title showing that they owe the debt, that they own the debt. And the second thing that they have to do is they have to notify you. The best way to clean up your credit is to allow things to become old and go to a second or third party credit reporting agency. When there is an item on your credit report and it is with the original creditor, 9 times out of 10, they are able to stand up against the FCRA. Remember, FCRA stands for the Fair Credit Reporting Act. They're able to stand up against it. Let me explain to you what I mean by that, Mr. Wells. A lot of times when there are third-party collection agencies, they purchase these debts for pennies on the dollars. Collection agencies are one of the best businesses that you can get in. It's a great cash business to do. You can buy a portfolio of debt. Let's use Bank of America, for instance. If you get Bank of America, say for instance, there's 50,000, no, let's be more specific, more realistic. Say for instance, as a collection agency, there is $500,000 of old credit card bills that people have not paid. So what Bank of America will do is they will put it as a charge-off. You guys know, you ever see charge-off on your credit report? What a charge-off means is that they have now just sold that to a third-party collection agency, okay? When they sold that to a third-party collection agency, a second or third-party collection agency, when they sell that to a second or third-party collection agency, then what happens is that they have sold that for pennies on the dollar. Me as a business owner, I will take $50,000 and pay Bank of America for $500,000 that they have not collected on, pennies on the dollar. So what I'll do is I will now contact you and say, hey, you owe this Bank of America bill for $1,000. But you know what? If you give me $500 right now, I will wipe out the debt. So all things being equal. Now, in the collection agency, in the collection business, it's very hard to get 100% retention. But let's just say, for instance, all things being equal, if you're able to do that, you have now quadrupled your money. You see what I'm saying? Because for that $1,000, you paid $100 for it. And so if I get you to give me $500 and I paid $100 for it, I'm in profit of $400. That's the collection agency gain. That's why at the end of the month is always the best time to negotiate, because they're trying to get their quotas up, and they can go all the way down to $100 in order to just break even. So let's just use this as an example. So that being said, whenever there is a change of title like that, the collection agency, let's just call them French International Collections. I like that name. So French International Collections, they're now calling you saying, Mr. Wells, you owe this Bank of America debt. Now, if French International Collections does not notify you that they originally got the title, they're in violation of FCRA right then and there. Just because they did not notify you that they are the new credit holder or the new lien holder, they're in violation and they have to remove it. That's the first thing. In my course, I teach there are 75 different ways